from long range. And so it's Portland cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Just keep running. Keep getting stuff. The offense will come. See if we can move it a little bit more against the rest and then drive it, move it, catch it, shoot it.
Clearly he wants his guys, Greg, to work harder on offense.
And I love what Coach Budenholzer said. Just keep gutting through it, and eventually something positive will happen.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Scoot Henderson, Murray out there with Klingon. And there's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Simons in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Now here's Beal. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Pass to Klingon. Shoots over McDaniel. And he can't bank that one in. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Outside, Beal, just 5 on the clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, Richard, during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat you with his shooting stroke, but he can also play some bully ball.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt, and they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
He hits the second from the line. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Here's Okogie. The Blazers getting the bucket. And the Suns miss again. Here's Russell on the mark with the 15-footer.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Phoenix has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Now, here's Rubio. And the call will be against Anthony Simons. That's his first foul. Grant, he's checked in for Murray. McDaniel's checked in for Phoenix. Kevin Durant comes in for Josh Okogie. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Rubio, the pass to Durant. 6 to shoot. There's Beal with the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Beal's got 4 points in the quarter.
Didn't get a 3 in the first half, but now he's on the board with his first triple of the game.
Here's Simons. Shoots the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. McDaniel's got 5 rebounds tonight.
I'm going to say he hasn't found the same success here in the second half compared to what we saw from him in the first.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Simons. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Simons, the pass to Grant. No good from outside.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Durant's shot is good.
Pure determination here, guys. A fourth quarter run that has them looking better and better as we get ready for the stretch run.
And here's Russell after the 3-pointer from Katie. And Russell with the basket on the assist by Henderson.
Oh, Russell, at the end of the day, he's a gamer. You drain a 3 on his squad, he's coming back for revenge.
Now here's Durant inside. Here's Koloko. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
And he makes the first. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. Here now, the upcoming schedule for the Portland Trail Blazers. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Dallas Mavericks. Phoenix with the ball. Outside, Joseph. Back to Booker. Now, McDaniels. No good with the triple. And Simons wide open. He'll fight. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 6th assist on the night. Joseph, the pass to Nurkic. Now, here's McDaniels. Booker outside. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. Do you think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. On offense, Devin Booker really does it all for his teams. He scores well and assists others. Richard, he can do it all.
You love to see that from a superstar. Booker just wants points on the board. And if he can't get a shot, he'll get a look for someone else.
And he sinks the second.
One of the best scorers in the game. Booker is a volume shooter who also plays with a ton of confidence.
Pass to Klingon. Henderson kicks to Russell. 3-pointer. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Booker finds Joseph. Back to Booker. And it's Portland with the rebound.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Pass to Allen. Nurkic, a screen on Simon. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
So it's Phoenix now. The Blazers getting the bucket. To the paint. Here's Allen. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And here's Russell. You know, Richard, so many stars have done it. Any thoughts on a player asking for a trade with multiple years remaining on their contract?
If you're unhappy in any marriage, you should always get out. That is my opinion. Teams do it all the time. They'll sign a player to 5 years and then trade him in 2. So if a player is unhappy after 3 years of a 5-year contract, it's okay for him to request a trade, but continue to show up to work. That is my only request from the players.
Here's Russell. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Pass to Simons for the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Nurkic with it. Screen by McDaniel. Joseph. The rebound by Grant.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
And it's Quingen with the jam.
Good work in the pick and roll. I like it when Russell looks to distribute in these sets.
Well, Phoenix shooting a meager 37% for the game. Pass to Joseph. Screen by Nurkic from outside the arc. Joseph, that's good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here is Russell. Phoenix able to drain the 3. The Trae. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's Booker. And it's in there. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Woo, Booker showing some power.
Outside, Russell. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right, you think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Free throw good, Russell. And you look at the career of D'Angelo Russell. I mean, he's played for several teams, including the Lakers twice.
Teams keep trading for D'Lo for his offense. He can be electric. There is a reason why he's been named an all-star in his career.
And Portland making a change here. Murray's checked in. Donnie's checked in for Phoenix. And so Russell hits them both.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Over to the wing. Dunn passes to Joseph. Allen outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And he's quickly up to 4 made threes in this game. Sheesh, get this man the rock.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
And the shot goes down.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Booker with it. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Burke, he's checked in for Portland. Both free throws good from Booker.
This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
Joseph against Russell. Burke with the screen for Russell. Over Joseph. Russell, no good. Suns have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Nurkic a screen on Murray. Allen's shot is off. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. There's 1:54 left in the game. Fires for three, and he's good on the three ball. Russell's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Soft touch, Russell from range.
Here's Joseph. Done with a screen on Simons. Phoenix no good that time either.
Credit to him for trying to get that three right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Trailblazers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll mark their fourth win on the year. Actually, their fifth win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Scoot Henderson.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
Klingon the screen for Simons. And the three ball is good.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Now here's Allen. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Simons against Booker. Outside, Simons. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Elite for taking home the Season 5 affiliation victory and earning that rep boost this season.
What's up, chat? What's a shooter? My little team. The team gonna try to win shooter. Ah, man. Lineup smash. What's up, chat? Get an amethyst point guard. Small forward. Point guard and small forward. No. Oh, Ruby. Yeah, Ruby point guard. 1,030 million. 87. Thank for that one. Yeah, dang. This guy's real trading. Two book. So Westbrook. 15,000 for Russell Westbrook. $15,000 for Russell Westbrook. Look, Alonzo Ball. $8,000 for Westbrook. Scott Skiles. Simmons. 5,000 Westbrook. You just looked at Devin Booker. What I'm doing. Sorry, Devin Booker again. PTSD. Mm-hmm. So chat. Chat Green, Bobby Bill. Let's go. up, chat?
From everyone here at 2K, thanks for joining us. We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. I'm Brian Anderson at the table with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter is Allie LaForce.
Here we go.
So it's Sioux Falls now. Here's Arenas. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And I like that. Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Well, Brent, although he hasn't won an MVP since 2020, Giannis has been a finalist every season.
Well, BA, I just wonder if the voter fatigue is something that Giannis is tired of. Forget the voters. Maybe he just wants to focus on getting back to that level. Obviously, in the past couple seasons, you could say that he might have deserved one more. But this is one of the best two-way players in the league, and he's not going anywhere.
Love the assertive attitude from Jones, wanting to continue to improve in his jump shooting.
Here's Arenas. This one for three. The shot misses.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Booker can't get it to go.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Pass to Butler. Here's Arenas. Screen by Antetokounmpo. It's stolen. Left side Jones. Outside for Booker. Now Jones. To the inside. Boozer misses. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his first foul. On defense, the visiting team. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. And that one good.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
On the wing, Jones. Outside Robinson. Pass to Boozer. Now Booker. 5 on the clock. And Boozer gets it to go.
Well, Booker doing a good job that time. Instead of looking for the shot, looking for a teammate.
Here's Drexler. Going inside. Boozer grabs the board. And so it's Phoenix with it. To the paint. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Antetokounmpo outside. It's hauled in by Robinson. Phoenix calls timeout. Phoenix leading by 3. Pass to Antetokounmpo. 51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Barrett. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. And so Porter will bring it up for Sioux Falls. Back to Caruso. Outside for Porter. Here's Telfair. Defended by Halliburton. Here's Caruso. Chamberlain pulls it in. Here's Halliburton. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
You know, young players who come into the league, you want to see if they can bring it every night. Halliburton has certainly fit that bill.
It's his first trip to the line. He misses the free throw. And he ends up missing both free throws.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
Right side Porter. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Phoenix out in front, up 3. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
What's up, Chuck?
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And for Phoenix, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Now here's Booker. No points so far. 19-footer. The rebound by Chandler. On offense, here's Sioux Falls. It's a 3-point game. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Now here's Brunson. It's Booker on the wing. The 3-ball. Here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Caruso.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Outside Brunson. Outside Barrett. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Brunson with it. He's guarded by Caruso. Brunson misses. Caruso outside. Three-pointer, Anthony. Buries it from 3. Anthony's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Melo cashing in right now from the perimeter where he's in transition and spotting up. You got to get to him.
Sabonis outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Booker with it. Lets the 3 fly. This is another. He's 0 for 4.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Caruso up top. Here's Telfair. Here's the 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Booker. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Porter. Out to Anthony. Pass to Caruso. Gets the 3 to fall. And it's a 3-point Sioux Falls lead.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Now here's Booker. Yet to see a basket. Antetokounmpo with it. And Anthony picks him up defensively. Here's Barrett. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
Using some muscle there on the finish. I like seeing Barrett be active inside.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Caruso outside. Oh, Sabonis with a block. Here's Barrett. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Now, this is the kind of play you want out of R.J. Barrett. Just hustle plays.
Here's Telfair. On the wing, Anthony. 4-3. And no good. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Phoenix out in front, leading by a point. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And Young has got the ball here for Phoenix. They lead by 1. Pass to Boozer. Fires the 3. Knocks down the triple. Boozer's got 5.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Arenas with the bucket.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Phoenix shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. That free throw no good. He does not get the second one. So it's Sioux Falls now, trailing by 2. And here's Butler outside. That shot off the mark. Outside Young. Here's Robinson. Oh, and Bradley with a block. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Inside. Now here's Butler. Still without a bucket. No good from 11 feet. Here's Halliburton. It's rebounded by Sioux Falls. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Pass to Butler. Here's Arenas. Uses the glass on the layup. Arenas has got 6. And it's Phoenix's ball. Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in the suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can. But inside, Giannis is going to get there, and he's going to devastate you.
Antetokounmpo outside. Arenas' shot is off. Pass to Boozer. The kick out to Young. Here's Boozer. 11 feet out. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's foul number 2 for him. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Butler on the wing. Pass to Arenas. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. And they're on the run. On up the court. And a big finish by Robinson.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Phoenix calls timeout. Outside Brunson. Pass to Barrett. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Sioux Falls. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. And so it's Phoenix with it. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Now here's Halliburton. On the wing, Durant. Pass to Chamberlain. 6 to shoot. And he gets it to go. And Phoenix leads by 4.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Arenas. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. The third quarter comes to a close. Phoenix out in front, up by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On offense, here's Sioux Falls. 4-point game. Outside for Butler. Pass to Arenas. Antetokounmpo, right side. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Arenas. Launches it. Chamberlain pulls it in. So it's Sioux Falls now, trailing by 4. Here's Arenas. Sinks the tray.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Phoenix calls timeout. So Phoenix going with almost an entirely new group here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I listened to Phoenix's coach address his team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for Sioux Falls. Down low. Here's Arenas. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And it's Phoenix's ball. They lead by 1. Butler with a steal. Antetokounmpo with it. And it's Robinson picking him up. Here's Drexler. Off target from three-point range. Left side Booker. Young inside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Bradley with a block. Out to the right wing. Here's Drexler. Here's Arenas to take the lead. And again, no good by Sioux Falls. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Inside. Robinson. Antetokounmpo with the block. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. And so it's Phoenix with it. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. 4 on the clock. Here's Robinson. Outside for Booker. To the middle. Antetokounmpo outside. Fades. That one is off.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Drexler. Yes, they get the go-ahead bucket. And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
Phoenix calls timeout. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Boozer. And here's Sabonis. To win the drop. Here's Boozer. Clock at 4. And the 3 off target.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Arenas. Here's Drexler. And it's Phoenix for the rebound. It's Booker on the wing. Pass to Brunson. Sabonis, right side. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one. And that'll put him up 2. He's off on the free throw. Unable to get the second one to drop.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
He gets the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead. 10. He hits both free throws here. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap. And I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
Phoenix calls timeout. There's 14 seconds left in the game. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
And no doubt, they've got to get a quick bucket here.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
Here's Brunson. Shot to stop the run. Bradley grabs the board. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. Oh, the first of two, no good. A heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that puts him up 5. And here's Brunson. So it's Sioux Falls picking up the win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.
I almost pulled that one off. Hey, chat, come right back. I'm gonna switch games. Apex Legends, come right back. Grab my carrots and stuff like that. We'll be right back. Let me see.